in a place no one expects. How did this simple hat become a symbol of power, freedom, and the untamed frontier? Get ready. The secret history of the cowboy hat is more surprising than you think. It's more than a hat. It's a symbol of the Wild West, of untamed frontiers, of legends forged in dust and danger. But where did it come from? The cowboy hat is easy to recognize. It has a wide brim and a tall crown. You've probably seen it in old Western movies, worn by cowboys, sheriffs, or even outlaws. It looks tough, stylish, and full of character. But did you know the cowboy hat didn't actually start in Texas or on a dusty ranch? Its history goes back even further, across the ocean in Europe. Before the Wild West days, people wore different types of hats, like top hats and bowler hats. These hats looked fancy, but weren't very useful under the hot sun or in the rain. When European settlers moved to America, they needed something better, something made for hard work, open land, and extreme weather. That's when a man named John B. Stetson changed everything. In 1865, Stetson was traveling in the American West, hoping the dry air would help with his illness. While camping, he made a strong, wide-brimmed hat from felt. It could block the sun, protect against rain, and even carry water for his horse. People quickly noticed his invention, and soon many started wearing it. Stetson called it the Boss of the Plains, and it became the first real cowboy hat. Cowboys, ranchers, and even lawmen wore it while riding horses, herding cattle, or working in the fields. Each hat looked a little different. Some had curved brims, others had creased tops, showing off the style and personality of the person wearing it. As time went on, the cowboy hat became a powerful symbol of the American West. Outlaws like Jesse James and famous figures like Buffalo Bill wore them. It became part of their identity. Even today, the cowboy hat is popular at rodeos, country concerts, and Western-themed events. It's more than just a hat. It represents strength, freedom, and the wild spirit of the frontier. When you see someone wearing a cowboy hat, you're not just looking at fashion, you're seeing a piece of history, a story that started over 100 years ago and still lives on. Long before cowboys became famous in the American West, people from Europe had already started moving to the new land. These settlers brought their own styles of clothing, including different kinds of hats. Some wore tall top hats, while others preferred round bowler hats or flat caps. These hats looked proper and stylish in the cities of Europe, but they were not made for the challenges of the open plains. The weather in the American West was harsh, the sun was hot, the rain came without warning, and people often traveled on horseback for long hours. None of those European hats could handle that kind of life. The settlers soon realized they needed something better, a hat that wasn't just for fashion, but for survival. They needed protection from the strong sun during the day and the sudden storms that rolled across the land. They needed something that would stay on during fast rides and that could take a beating without falling apart. This problem led to the birth of a new kind of hat, one made for the rugged life of cowboys, ranchers, and explorers. It was only a matter of time before someone would create a hat that truly fit the needs of the Wild West. Then came a man named John B. Stetson, a hatmaker's son, struggling with tuberculosis, seeking health in the dry air of the West. During a camping trip in Colorado, he crafted something extraordinary, a wide-brimmed felt hat, waterproof, sun-shielding, and tough enough for the trail. He called it the Boss of the Plains. It wasn't just a hat, it was survival, and soon it caught on. From riding cattle across long dusty trails to walking into loud saloons, the Stson hat became an important part of a cowboy's life. It wasn't just something to wear, it showed who you were. The way the brim was shaped, or how the top was creased, could tell a story about the person wearing it. Each cowboy wore his hat a little differently, like a signature. It was both useful and stylish, protecting them from the sun, rain, and wind in the tough lands of the West. Even famous gunslingers and outlaws wore the cowboy hat. It became a symbol of the Wild West, something people respected, feared, and admired. Today, it's worn far beyond the ranch in rodeos, films, and music stages. It's not just a piece of history, it's legacy, still alive under wide skies. So the next time you see a cowboy hat, know this: you're not just looking at felt and thread, you're staring into the spirit of the frontier and the untold stories it still carries. If you enjoyed this journey through time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories of iconic symbols.